I want to talk about something that the fitness and wellness industries have been getting wrong for a long, long time. And I'm going to back it up with actual research, science, because I think that you deserve more than someone just making a video and telling you to trust them. But how many times have you heard that your metabolism slows down after the age of 30? And then again at 40, and that it's harder to lose weight after having kids or after a certain age or after menopause or like whatever milestone you've just passed, it's harder to lose weight after that. And I believed a lot of that stuff too. It's everywhere. It's used to sell you supplements, detox programs, metabolic resets, like a whole lot of things that 99% of people just don't need. And the problem with that is that the largest study ever done on human metabolism across the entire lifespan looked at over 6,400 people from 29 different countries from ages 8 days old all the way to 95 years old. And what they found directly contradicts all of that crap that you've been told. So let's talk about what the research actually says. And then we're going to talk about what you're actually supposed to do with that information, right? So you can look this up for your own. Don't take my word for it. But the study is called Daily Energy Expenditure Through Human Life Course. It was actually published in August of 2021 by a researcher named Herman Pontzer and a team from Duke University. And this was done with researchers across 29 countries. This is not like a small study with a questionably tiny sample size. This is literally the most comprehensive look at human metabolism ever conducted. And what they did was measure TDEE, so total daily energy expenditure, which means how many calories people actually burn in a day. And they used a method that is considered to be the gold standard for measuring calorie burn in free-living humans. This is not like a lab treadmill thing. This is real life. This is real people. And what they found is really interesting. Human metabolism has 4 distinct phases across a lifetime. It's not a gradual decline. There's 4 phases, and phase 1 is infancy. So infants, we're talking 0 to 1 year old. Metabolism is going insane here, okay? Burning about 50% more calories per pound of body weight than an adult. And infants, your body is making itself from scratch. This makes a lot of sense that that's going to consume a lot of energy. Phase 2 is childhood and adolescence, so age 1 to 20 years old. Metabolism here slowly comes down from the infant peak toward adult levels. It's still elevated relative to adults, but is declining steadily from that infancy state. And then in phase 3, this is the one that matters most for the conversation I'm trying to have. Phase 3 is adulthood, so that's age 20 to 60 years old. Your metabolism here essentially stays flat. It's stable. It's not declining. It's not slowing down. It's flat. This is a 40-year window where your metabolism is not the damn problem, okay? Phase 4 then is after age 60. And metabolism here does start to decline gradually and meaningfully, but not before age 60. So if you're between ages 20 and 60 years old, and you're gaining fat and you're losing muscle and you're feeling like your body is working against you and not responding the same, it is not your metabolism. The data is actually really clear on that. So here's what the study also tells us, and this is the part that changes things for a lot of people, okay? The biggest driver of how many calories you'll burn at rest is your fat-free mass. And what you can control from that, we're talking about muscle, okay? The more muscle you have, the higher your resting metabolic rate. The less muscle you have, the lower your resting metabolic rate. And here is the thing about muscle. If you are not deliberately training to preserve and build muscle, you are losing muscle. And after your 30s, you start to lose between 3 and 8% of muscle mass per decade if you are not resistance training. So this is just what happens. It's called sarcopenia, so age-related muscle loss. It's real and it is gradual, and most people don't notice that it's happening in their own body until it's been happening for years. So what's actually going on for people who feel like their metabolism has slowed down, because what you feel and what you're experiencing is very real, but your metabolism probably hasn't changed much at all. What's happened is the muscle mass has decreased. And less muscle means fewer calories are burned at rest. And fewer calories burned at rest, meaning just from existing on the same food intake that used to maintain your weight, now creates a surplus, and that surplus becomes fat over time. So the problem is not the metabolism. The problem is the muscle loss that nobody told you about is now happening, and nobody told you how to stop it, okay? It's just happening within your body, you haven't recognized it. And the fitness industry responded by selling people metabolic resets and hormone supplements and detox teas instead of telling people to go lift some weights and eat more protein. Like that's the actual story. It's not sexy, but that is the truth. So now that you understand the research, and now that you understand the mechanism, here's what you should actually do about this. And I'm gonna make this as simple as I possibly can, because the answer is genuinely not complicated. It doesn't need to be. Number one, lift weights consistently. Like, start with twice a week. You wanna get to 3 to 4 times a week. And you wanna use progressive overload. And that means that you are gradually increasing the demand on your muscles over time. The more you lift, the more weight you lift, the more reps, the more challenge you want to put on your muscles. And this tells your body to keep the muscle it has because you're using it, and build more because you're challenging it more. And that's the single most important thing that you can do for your metabolism long term. It's not cardio, it's not a cleanse, it is resistance training. And then number 2, eat enough protein, okay? Your muscle is literally made of protein. You cannot build or preserve muscle without adequate protein intake. So the target is 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight per day. If you're overweight, you want to go by your ideal body weight every single day, not just on training days, every day. Most people are eating less than half of what they actually need for protein, and then they're wondering why they're losing muscle and gaining fat at the same calorie intake that they always have, okay? Number 3, walk daily. 8 to 10,000 steps a day. It's really not that hard. It's low intensity, it's sustainable. It doesn't compete with your recovery from your lifts, your strength training. Walking keeps your TDE, that total daily energy expenditure, up without the downsides of aggressive cardio. It is the most underrated tool in the entire conversation. I'm not against cardio, I'm just saying this is the easiest lever. Number 4, eat at the right calorie level for your goal, okay? Fat loss is the goal. You need to be in a moderate deficit. So 500 calories per day below your maintenance gets you roughly 1 pound of fat loss per week. If your goal is to recomp, meaning lose fat, build muscle, you want to be at maintenance calories with high protein, lifting consistently. If you just want to maintain where you're at, eat at maintenance, keep lifting. Like really, that's it. Like, that's the entire framework backed by research. It's not a metabolic reset that's not required. There's not supplements, some of those can be nice, not required. No detox, F-fat, no magic. It's not that hard. And what I want you to really take away from this is that the story that you've been told about your metabolism was really designed to make you feel like something is wrong with you, that you should expect something to be wrong with you that really requires an external fix, meaning a product, a program, something that you have to buy, something that you expect to buy. But the actual science says your metabolism is not working against you between age 20 and 60. 40 years, your metabolism is not working against you. Your habits are either working with you or they're not. It's the habits that matter, okay? Lifting weights, hitting your protein, walking daily, eating at the right calorie level for your goals. Those are boring. Like, obviously, this is not sexy stuff. This stuff doesn't sell well, but it works consistently for everyone, really, regardless of your age. I'm 36 years old. I work remotely. I have 2 kids. I run businesses. I'm in the middle of my own thing with my body, right? I'm not doing anything special. I do the boring things, like, super consistently with, like, as little friction as possible in my life. I've been maintaining my results with my body for years because of this. This is always the same framework that I use with every single client I have, not because it's complicated, because it's what evidence and science actually supports, okay? If you want to understand how to actually structure this for people with real lives and jobs and kids and real bodies, I'll provide a full breakdown. The information is in the description. It's going to walk through exactly how I build this with clients from the ground up. If you're following along, follow me on Instagram at Casey DeRazzo. Come find me. But thanks.